All right. What's up, everybody? My people in Manhattan, the Boogie Down Bronx, Queens, all in Staten Island, my homebro, Brooklyn. Back out with another video, and yesterday evening, news broke, and it sent shockwaves throughout the sports world that Shannon Sharpe of Skip and Shannon Undisputed will be leaving the show at Fox Sports 1 after the conclusion of the NBA Finals this year. And like I said, it sent shockwaves all across the sports world, many reactions on social media. A lot of people were surprised by it. I wasn't. And there were a group of people who weren't surprised by it either. You know, because I predicted this breakup potentially happening last year. Last year, I'll never forget, Skip and Shannon, it was on St. Patrick's Day of 2022. Skip and Shannon got into a heated argument over Baker Mayfield. As we all know, Skip Bayless is a huge fanboy of, and Shannon Sharpe is a huge critic of, rightful critic, might I add. And the argument got real explosive. It got real heated. And it seemed to get borderline personal. So Skip Bayless said, "You can't take personal shots at me." And the reason Skip stated that is because Shannon Sharpe stated the obvious. The only reason that Skip Bayless is a huge supporter of Baker Mayfield is because Baker went to Oklahoma. And Skip is a fan of the Oklahoma Sooners as he is from Oklahoma. And Skip took offense to that. I have no idea why, because we all know it's the truth. But, you know, and Shannon was flabbergasted. He was like, "What personal shot?" And I said, I didn't expect Skip and Shannon's show to last much longer. And a whole bunch of people accused me of being emotional and overreacting, stating that it was just for television, it was just for ratings. I took it as like, all right, bro, that's your perspective. Then later on that year, in November, Skip and Shannon got into another heated personal argument over Baker Mayfield. While Shannon was talking, criticizing Baker for his poor play against the Baltimore Ravens, who they had lost to. You can see his stats right there at the bottom. While Shannon was talking, Skip went on to go blah, 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 while Shannon was talking. And Shannon, you know, got, of course, rightfully irritated by that. And Skip continued to go blah, blah, blah while Shannon was talking. Then Shannon said, "All right, Skip, you go ahead." And as soon as Skip started talking, Shannon went blah, blah, blah. And it was actually kind of funny, but also a bit embarrassing. Like, Skip Bayless is in his 70s. Shannon's in his 50s. Both of them are too old to be acting like this. And once again, people said, "I'm being emotional. I'm overreacting. It's just for television." Then, a few weeks later, they got into another heated personal argument over Tom Brady, where Skip Bayless, and this wasn't the first time Skip Bayless had done this. Skip Bayless accused Shannon Sharpe of being jealous of Tom Brady because Shannon had to retire at 35, while Tom Brady had to continue to play until 45. And Shannon, you know, said, "Skip, I'm a 3-time Super Bowl champion. I'm in the effing Hall of Fame. Makes me seem like I was a bum." And Skip said, "So what? He's way better than you." And Shannon almost snapped at Skip, saying, "I'm way better than you." You know, Shannon, you know, took his glasses off, and Skip said, "Put your glasses back on. You would take a shot at me, Skip." I'm quoting Shannon. "You would take a shot at me because I said he was playing bad. Just because I said he was playing bad?" And Skip said, "Yeah." And Shannon was blown away by that. I wasn't, but, you know, a lot of people were. And a lot of people were pissed off at Skip, saying Shannon needs to leave Skip. And I believe Matt Barnes went on social media and stated that he had to diffuse two situations where an NBA player, Russell Westbrook, and an NBA coach, he had to talk them out of beating up Skip. A lot of people were on Shannon's side. And I remember saying at the time, "Dude, I'm telling you, this show is not going to last much longer." And once again, people accuse me of being emotional, of overreacting. It's like, dude, this is the third time this year this happened, and, like, nobody can see it coming. But, you know, once again, I just like, you know what? All right, bro. Then, as we all know, Skip Bayless made a very quote-unquote controversial tweet about Damar Hamlin. It wasn't really that controversial. I mean, it was worded poorly by Skip, but no, everybody overreacted to it. And Shannon Sharpe, you know, he skipped the show the next day. You know, so Skip had to do the whole show by himself. And then when Shannon returned, Shannon said hopefully Skip will take down the tweet. And Skip reacted like, hold on, I'm not taking down the tweet. I'm not apologizing. I stand by what I said. And it led to a little awkward exchange. But after that, then all of a sudden people started to realize, oh, I don't think Skip and Shannon shows to last much longer. And I just sat there like, no shit, Sherlock. I've been saying that since their first heated personal debate over Baker Mayfield, and everybody called me crazy. And now you jackasses are just figuring that out. Here's another situation where it seemed to get a little awkward and a little personal, where Shannon Sharpe asked Skip Bayless, "Are you accusing me? Are you calling me a liar?" He knows about LeBron James faking an injury and all that shit. You know how it went down. And lo and behold, yesterday evening, Shannon Sharpe leaving FS1's undisputed. To the surprise of me, absolutely not. To the surprise of many, for some reason, yes. Even though the signs were showing you since last year, but hey, it's okay. But you know what? It's okay. At least now it's out there. Now people know. Now it's official. Shannon's leaving the show. Here's an article from the New York Post. Shannon Sharpe's partnership with Skip Bayless soon will be coming to a conclusion. Sharpe and Fox Sports, the parent company of Fox Sports 1, which airs Undisputed, have reached a buyout agreement, sources have told the Post. Sharpe's final show to be aired after the 2023 NBA Finals concluded in June. Sharpe's popular Club Shay Shay podcast, which draws a big audience on social media and YouTube, will also be leaving Fox Sports, a source said. There was public friction between Sharpe and Bayless on the show. No shit. After Bills safety DeMar Hamlin collapsed on the field during a Week 17 game against the Bengals this past season. Oh, no. There was friction and tension since that Baker Mayfield argument on St. Patrick's Day of 2022, but, once again, it's okay. At least people realize it now. Bayless, in a stream of conscientious tweets sent after Hamlin had collapsed, but before the rest of the game had been canceled, wrote, "No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? This is in the season, a game of this magnitude and crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems irrelevant." Sharpe stayed home from Undisputed the following morning. When he returned a day later, he said that he had wished Bayless would take the tweet down, while Bayless said that he stood by it. The two then had a disagreement on whether FS1 bosses wanted Bayless out an explanation for the tweet, which Skip did, by the way, the previous day, so I don't know why. But again, whatever. At the time, there were a number of armchair observers, including former FS1 host Marcellus Wiley, who predicted the duel right for a breakup. Thank you, Marcellus Wiley. It seems like me and Marcellus Wiley and like a handful of other people are the only ones who saw this coming. So people can be so stupid sometimes, man. I can't even get through a monologue without you interrupting me, Sharpe said. This is prime, quoting Marcellus Wiley. This is primal. This is two alphas fighting for territory. Wiley said on Instagram. This is about power because the dynamic of power on the show has shifted, whether it's real or imagined. Right now, we're all seeing the battle for. Let's see who comes out undisputed. Yeah, Shannon's the more popular figure between the two. You can say at one time it was Skip. Now, or those who were kind of even in terms of popularity. Now with the explosion of Shannon's Club Shay Shay podcast, which, I don't watch that much. If there's somebody on that he's interviewing, I might sit and watch it. But other than that, I don't watch it that much. But I do know it's really popular. People close to Sharpe said privately that he did not seek to be the unquestioned leader on the show, but wanted to be equal with Bayless on the program's topic selection. Another element that seemed to bleed over between the two was that Sharpe is close with LeBron James, while Bayless has been a hard grader of James' performance over the years. Shit, Shannon. Skip's been shitting on LeBron for the past 7 years. Now you're getting fed up with it. Sharpe 54 was the unquestioned choice to join Bayless co-host Undisputed after Bayless left his ESPN First Take partnership with Stephen A. Smith and joined FS1 in 2016. Sharpe had filled in for Smith debating Bayless on the program, and the two had dynamic chemistry. Plus, in a rarity, the First Take viewership numbers did not fall off with one of the hosts off the set. Sharpe was a 3-time Super Bowl champion and a 4-time All-Pro and enshrined in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Sharpe and Bayless did not immediately respond to the request for comment, nor did a Fox Sports spokesperson. It's unclear at the time what FS1 would do to replace Sharpe on the show. Yeah, that show is done. I'm sorry, Skip and Shannon's show is done because Skip is getting old, and people, especially after the DeMar Hamlin situation, people are getting tired of Skip Bayless' little heel persona, his villainous act, which I stated in the video I did on that Skip and Shannon DeMar Hamlin situation. People are getting fed up with Skip and his DeMar Hamlin shit, his heel persona, his controversial takes and all that. So people are getting tired of it. And plus, Skip's in his early 70s. It's time to go home. And Skip doesn't have the charisma to do what Stephen A. Smith does, where it's rotating guests every day. It's pretty much over for Skip. Unless they get someone in to replace him. I don't know who. I saw somebody say Marcellus Wiley. That's not going to happen. By the way, check out Marcellus Wiley's podcast on YouTube. I like his podcast. Salute to Marcellus Wiley. Somebody said Nick Wright. That's not going to happen. Like, I don't see. I mean, maybe somebody in, I don't know, maybe they can bring back Rob Parker. Maybe Skip and Rob Parker can do it. I don't know, but I don't see. Like, I think it's over for Skip. But look, that's just me. That's just my opinion on the situation. Tell me in the comment section down below. Did you guys see this coming from a year ago, like I did? Or are you one of those idiots who arrived late to the party? Okay, let me know. And by the way, go on my Patreon. I posted my NBA Finals prediction in my Patreon. Go check it out. See who I picked, who I thought was going to win the NBA Finals. Like, subscribe, and I'm going to see you all.